What's up, everybody? I'm Grazzle, and this is Plateup. In this video, I'll be playing Overtime Days 40 all the way through 45. This is the most insane run of Plateup I've ever had. My previous best in this game was Overtime Day 15. You'll see towards the end of this video, some of these days get really hectic. I'm really not sure if I'll be able to get past the next day. I still have to play through Overtime Day 45, and we're going for Day 50. One of the main reasons that I've gotten this far, though, is the automation that we're doing. You can see our really efficient setup down in the bottom right that I like to call the pie box. And this is where we get all of our pie making done. It's just a super efficient setup, and I really like how it turned out. The conveyor mixers and the two flour bags just really allow us to get this as compact as possible. It also allows us to have our apples stationed up top near all of our other cheese board fixings, as you can see us delivering those right now. You can also see we're delivering ice cream, and we've also got a neat little coffee system automated in the bottom left. Not so neatly automated is our dishwashing system up top. It's kind of a mess, and if you watch through this video, ends up being one of the choke points in this system. It definitely needs some improvement, and I see now there's a way to put a third or even fourth soaking sink up there. We also have time to still do some copying over on the right. You can see we have a blueprint cabinet still getting things done, still copying for us. And you can see in the bottom right, this is pretty much the same system we've been working since Overtime Day 32. But one of the reasons we're able to do this much automation is the size of this map, so you can tell we're on Blard. Our previous best of 15 days was on a slightly smaller map, the meat map. But it's also a good map for solo automation if that's something you guys are looking for. And another reason that we've been able to get this far was our decision to take as many different menu items as we possibly could for the minus 15% customer reductions. And that's just allowed us to manage our customers. And you can see these guys here ordering French fries and mashed potatoes, and we are definitely not making those. We don't have to because of the metal tables, which is really great. You still get the bonus of the minus 15% without having to carry those extra menu items. And that's why we only have 129 customers on Overtime Day 40. Just makes it really easy to get through customers, especially if you have as many coffee tables as we do. Nobody has ever been left in the rain, I think, in the past like 10 days, which is really nice. Don't have to stress about it. In addition to the menu item cards, we've also gotten pretty fortunate actually with some really easy cards that have actually helped us. As you can see, we have the instant service card, which allows customers to order as soon as they sit down. So that saves us one step and makes us that much more efficient in our build, since we don't have to ask them what they want to eat. A kind of unfortunate card, but one that doesn't affect us too much, is the personalized waiting card that we had to choose. I think we were offered carrot soup instead of that one, so you had to take it, because nobody likes carrot soup. And that one is not too bad, because coupled with the instant service, the tables have a chance to change their order before I get to them. You'll see sometimes where it gets frustrating because they'll change their order right as I get to the table with their previous order. And you just have to quickly recover from that and just, use your trash can in the bottom, or you can offer that pie to maybe the next table and maybe they want it. It's important to know how to recover, though. You also need to know how to recover your conveyors, as your smart grabbers with the dirty dishes will get mixed up, and you have to know how to fix those quickly. Another fortunate roll we had, it's not really a card, but we were offered the decoration choice for our restaurant of Charming. And Charming is super good for our build because it allows customers to sit down even if there's dirty dishes on the table. Which actually, if you think about it, is really charming, isn't it? Just makes you feel right at home. There's just dirty dishes everywhere. But it's helpful for our build, of course. Especially with the cheese boards. Our dirty dishes may be auto bust and allow them to sit down, but the cheese boards would back customers up if we did not have that card, so that's nice to have. A lot of the other cards that we were offered were really not good or bad. They were, kind of just inconsequential. And those would be the discount cards, so we get 25% less money from customers. But we don't really need the money. As you can see, we have $4,200 right now. We were also given the card that gives customers 20% less patience, which it would be nice to have that extra patience, but if we're going to lose this game, it's going to be because customers are waiting out the door. At least that's how I've always lost my games. It's rarely ever a problem of patience. And we also have the card where our processes are 20% slower. But again, that doesn't affect us too much. With our automated system and having frozen prep stations for all of our pies, so we open up with, freshly frozen pies every morning. That card does not really affect us. Our processes are fast enough so that we never really run out of pies. Pretty smooth day on overtime day 40. My strategy on automation is the same as I've kind of always done, and that's to obviously get a smart grabber copying as quick as possible. But also on the other items, particularly combiners, I feel like combiners roll quite often. And so I'll just buy combiners whenever I see them. Cheaper items like prep stations, I'll just go ahead and buy those when I see them. You can see I do the same with mixers. I love mixers. My shiny line of mixers over there that I'll never throw away. You just buy those if you see them. And then once the day comes where you have everything else automated, you can go for your conveyor mixers. Or if you're lucky enough to have an extra one roll and you can make a conveyor mixer, that's great. But, otherwise just go ahead and buy some of those items and store them up, and one day you may need them. Also, with automation, you do have to make sure you get your safety hobs, and so you have to roll for those and make sure you get those. I had some trouble rolling for safety hobs, and it took me a while. I kept on getting danger hobs, and those, will set a fire in your restaurant if you put them in an automation system. So, yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, and with that, it looks like about to wrap up overtime day 40. pretty easy, like I said. No, for real, these first few runs, just because we have been doing this same kind of build for the past almost 10 days, that it's just kind of repetitive at this point, and it's easy to bust out customers and stay in the rhythm. It's definitely nice when you get to this point of the game and it runs this smoothly. Feels good. And it looks like we're going up to 142 guests tomorrow, so that's a pretty big increase. And we made $1,169. That's a good number. But this should be a short little break. Just doing a little bit of maintenance here. That run went so well, there won't be much to do in this round. You can see we are copying some flowers. Just got to get those stocked up back here so we have enough for later, as they will one day be necessary. Other than that, not too much. Not too much. Looks like we decided to go ahead and buy us another floor buffer, because why not? A little robot buffer. They're kind of like pets, you know? Nice little pets to have in the restaurant. Something else moving around, doing some work in here except for us. But I guess the whole restaurant is a robot in a certain sense, so we're just surrounded by robots. So we've gone up 13 guests since the day before. So that's going to be a little bit, it's a big hike. It's a little bit of a struggle as we go ahead and get this started. But man, rolling that purple flower there is definitely going to come in handy. Waiting on guests, you know, still looking for the, you know, a booking phone at this point. Overtime day 41, and it'd be nice to have a booking desk. Get some extra customers in here quick enough, especially at the beginning of the day. But I guess we don't really need the money at this point, do we? $4,400 in the bank. And that number really should be closer to $30,000. But ladies and gentlemen, we spent, if you see our shiny sneakers here, we spent about $15,000 to $20,000 on these sneakers. Just re-rolling and re-rolling, you know. I was mentioning about our cards earlier, and we had some good re-rolls with the cards. But these sneakers took forever to roll. And it was really one of the last things that we needed to optimize this build that we have going on. Just having this long hallway to walk up and down serving pies just made them super necessary. So we spent the money on it. We spent the money on these Nikes. Metal tables were also a pretty tough roll for us. It's been a struggle since the beginning. I really wanted to get those as fast as possible because we took so many sides early on in this game, and I just could not find metal tables. I was rolling for them, but just didn't want to spend too much money early on re-rolling. So just kind of had to survive without metal tables for a long time. Then finally getting them, you know, and printing them enough to where we have 6 now. Though I do wish we had more. Might come in handy having more metal tables for sure. You'll see a lot of people in these automated systems will try to get super far by just taking the one menu item, as I mentioned before. And that really is kind of a cool concept that I might try in the future, just because, one, I haven't tried it yet, and two, I just like the idea of auto delivering the food like that. And you can just auto deliver food, auto bus your tables, and you can kind of just stand in a one square box and wash your dishes, plate your food, or even have it auto plated and sent down the line. And you're kind of just sitting there, maybe washing dishes. That's also a cool concept. As you can see, my dish system gets backed up here. And that's kind of a weird feature, or maybe it's a glitch, I'm not sure which, but when you close the dishwasher mid-load, it blocks the dishwasher, or blocks the grabbers from moving down the line. As you can see, I just pick up that dish, and boom, we're back in business. So kind of a weird feature there. I'm gonna call it a glitch, because that smart grabber to the left of that grabber should pull off any dirty dish that's coming off of it. As you can see right now, it's set to clean dish, and it's still, the system still works. So I feel like it should work no matter what's on that grabber. Essentially, that grabber could be just like a counter, if it not for the fact that we want the line to load into the dishwasher as well. Halfway through overtime day 41. Looks like another smooth day. Another smooth day for sure. I guess the only other good roles to mention for now, well, actually, a good one was the coffee, for sure. We were able to get that through a blueprint desk. And a second coffee machine just reduces the amount of grabbers that you need to make an automatic coffee machine like we've done. Tough roll, though, was the blueprint cabinets. Like, I think we were all the way to overtime day 10, and we only had, like, 2 blueprint cabinets. So that was definitely rough. I was almost thinking the run was scuffed because we didn't have enough blueprint cabinets. Well, we made it. We made it. Started furiously copying things. Try not to run out of pies here at apple of my pie. I kind of forgot that was the name of our restaurant until I just looked at it again. Yeah, we just kept the cheesy name that the game gave us. So why not? I'm not really worried about the name of our restaurant. Goal is definitely to get to day 50 on this one, overtime day 50. So just trying to keep it going. Probably try to finish it out here on a live stream over on Twitch if you guys want to follow that. But it's definitely getting tough here towards the end, as you'll see in this video. It's not always as smooth as these first 2 rounds. of the other cards that we do have that's kind of unfortunate is the customers can arrive after closing, the closing time card. That one can definitely be difficult, as you can see some customers piling in here, though we haven't reached the end of the day. But yeah, that card, sometimes you'll get just a few extra guests, and sometimes you'll get a whole entire like busload of people that want to come in after you close. So that's always fun. One little interesting fact on this run too was that I did not start with any cargo on this run. I was actually just trying to play through some different maps rather quickly and rack up some cargo items because I really don't have much. And I just started playing this game and just it started clicking, so I just ran with it, and I was kind of just playing runs at that point until my restaurants closed, and this one just never closed. But I usually try to take at least a wash basin or a freezer in or something, but I didn't take anything in on this run. These tables ordering desserts has reduced our patience of that table waiting at that coffee table was waiting almost halfway down their line of patience. But it's not too big of a deal. So we get some more late closing time guests now are definitely piling in. So we can do some copying now, get some of our office work done. More late customers. Yeah, like I said, sometimes this late rush can just be a pain in the butt. And here comes a whole busload of people. Oh Lord, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables right now. That's too many. That's too many. That was insanity. But yeah, like I said, that's like busload of people. That's like when the bus, you know, of hungry like teenagers comes in, the football team comes in, they're just like, yeah, we all want dessert. We're all really hungry. Oh, but we should be able to take care of these guys real quick. Just gotta sling some pies. Sling some pies to these guys. It's a good thing they're not ordering dessert. Not too many of them have ordered dessert yet. Those guys leave too? Yeah. Maybe they lost the game. They lost the game. Their coach on the bus was like, you guys can't have dessert. No dessert for y'all. Oh, that was insanity as our dishwashing system is backing up. Insanity. Oh man, we're almost out of plates, clean plates, and dishes are getting backed up. That was definitely a rush. 149 guests tomorrow, so we only go up by 7. Made $1,455. Another good day. But we are going to do a bit longer of a interchange here. So we're going to do a time lapse here and a few more throughout this episode. This is a almost 2.5 hour slog for me. So I do some time lapses to cut it down for you guys. But if you speed the game up to 400%, there's a nice little jingle you can hear. Bit of a headbanger, huh? But yeah, here we go to a full time lapse for you guys. And we're back. Like I said, 149 customers. Overtime day 42. Yeah, you can see in that time lapse, some of that time is just me stretching my legs, letting my dog out. But I did want this video to come out kind of, well, obviously it's edited, but it's uncut, so to speak. And so I don't, I showed the whole entire thing here, and I didn't stop recording this whole entire time I did these 5 days. So I just want to present that to you guys. But yeah, let me know if you like the time lapses. Pulled a purple flower inside again, so that's awesome. Definitely be able to use that going forward. And it looks like we did make a change. I forgot to mention in the top right, we just added an extra, having almost run out of plates at the end of the day there with the football team bus. We decided to add an extra stack of plates that we already had sitting back there in a extra conveyor that we had. And that just feeds some extra clean plates into the system, keeps it going. Looks like we're also trying to focus more on our dishwasher, which is important. Noticing it backing up last round. We definitely need to keep that loaded. It is sometimes a struggle because the conveyors don't want to automatically load the dishes in there, sometimes dirty dishes in there. And I'm sure there's a pattern of regular grabbers to smart grabbers that I could set up to where that would work a little bit better. I definitely want to play with that going into overtime day 45, playing through overtime day 45. It's just unfortunate you can't practice dirty dishes systems as well as you can everything else, simply because when you go into practice mode, the number of cats are just not comparable to the number of guests you're likely to get that day. And so when you're really trying to tax the system, overload the system to figure out the kinks, it's very hard to do that in practice mode. Not much drama in this round. Everything's going pretty smoothly. 5 robot buffers in the kitchen is probably overkill, you know, watching this video. But why not, you know? Why not at this point? Our dining room is still staying clean as well, so no worries. Nice shiny floors everywhere. Some spills in our dining room, but that's because these customers are filthy. Like, what kind of people just have, like, such explosive farts like that? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much garbage these people leave on the floor after they leave. Dishwashing system is getting taxed again. And see, it's just not loading plates into the dishwasher. And we just have to be more cognizant of that. There's a trick you can do in kind of like automatic, or you can manually load the first one, and it'll kind of start the conveyors on a train of loading it until it's full. But again, that's not really automatic. We want to have a fully automatic system. So we'll have to tinker with the grabbers up there. And if anybody has a suggestion on how to improve that, let me know. Oh yeah, and see, now we're backed up on dishes. We can't even deliver this menu items. So that's definitely something we have to work on. I think that's the choke point for right now. Completely packed up. We had to clear out that dishwasher. And we're going to go ahead and use one of our purple flowers. I think that's a good move there. Go ahead and get those people out of here. Let our dishwashing system recover. Thought I could survive with just the 2 soaking sinks, but it does not appear so. Got 4 tables waiting now. Getting a little busy. Just need to clear out these 2 tables, both eating desserts. Kind of slowed us down. It's just one of those random things that just may one day kill you. Too many tables ordering desserts. Looks like the day's almost over, though. Just late night closing time guests left. That should be it. End of the day, overtime 42. Oh, nope, more guests. That was a slow roll on these last customers. Oh, more guys? Oh no, it's another bus load. Oh, here comes the basketball team. Oh, where do you guys come from? Or maybe it's like the fans. You know, a bunch of drunken fans. They need their pies. They need their pies. And look, we broke in the dishwashing system again just by closing it too early. I would say that is a glitch. I'm calling that a glitch. Because again, the smart grabber should pull off any dirty dishes from that spot. Even if you put one down, it still picks it up. And closing the dishwasher earlier is kind of like putting a dish down there. But we're still rocking through the team here. We're still getting rid of these guys super fast. And they want dessert. Of course they do. 3-person cheese board. Oh, 2-person cheese board. Good old order switching. Okay, can we call it now? Is that the end of the day? It is. It is. But here's where the episode gets a little spicy, guys. Here's where the round gets a little spicy. We are given a the toughest choice we've had since we started this round. Large groups are carrot soup. And large groups we can't even open in our current format because we don't have any tables for 6, and it won't let us open without table for 6. Or carrot soup, which is like physically impossible. I mean, 1 pot of soup, carrot soup, I think does 3 bowls. So for a table of 6, if everybody orders carrot soup, I have to make 2 pots of soup per table. I mean, that's not possible. Yeah, they've been trying to give us carrot soup for the last, like, 5-6 card choices. And we've just been like, nope, nope, nope. But they're trying to get us here. They're trying to stop us to get that overtime day 50. But we have to go with large groups and figure out how to make this work. We only have 151 customers. So it's only, what, 2 more than last time? I think we had 149 last round. But this is going to take a colossal effort of rearranging, because we can turn these tables into a table of 6, and then we can turn the other 2 into a table of 4, possibly by moving coffee down 1. But still, I mean, having 1 table of 6 and 1 of 4 is that's just game breaking because they tend to give you all tables max tables, so you get a lot of max tables. You get a lot of tables of 6 or whatever your max is. This is going to be tough. And then all of our coffee tables have to be rearranged too. So yeah, we're gonna have to go to another time lapse here, guys, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. All right, so we got down to our table of 6 and our table 4, and we just decided that that's just not going to work. So we got $5,800. We're just going to roll for a metal table. Let's do this. Nothing on the first roll. Just roll it again. Trainers! Oh man, those sneakers cost me so much money. This would have been so much easier. Alright, roll it again. Metal table! Let's go. Oh, that's got to be Pog. That saves us right there. That saves the round. I think just having that extra... And I can maybe make this 6. No. No, I can't make it 6 because then the other one wouldn't be 6. But yeah, we're going to have to do some more rearranging here. Figure out our coffee tables. And I think I can make coffee station look a little bit better too. So, here's the time lapse. All right, everybody, I'm back. And yeah, you can see we got our 3 coffee tables of 6. We had to kind of create a banquet style table there in the back. Looks kind of funny, but it works. And we decided it was time for flowers. It's flower time. We gotta move out our copying situation in our research area and go to flowers because it's that time. We're gonna need it with these 6 top guys. We're gonna want to kick out some of these 6 tops if we can with black flowers. But let's get this day started. 149. This is gonna be the toughest day so far, and really at this point I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to get past this day with the 6 tops. We did move our coffee machine setup a little bit, as you can see in the bottom. After moving it down before, we kind of turned it into a a 3x2, and it just fits a little bit better down there. I did roll 1 purple flower, so it's better than nothing. But 1 out of 6 is pretty rough roll as we break our dishwashing system with that same old trick that we've been breaking it by. I'm wondering if that one that's breaking was just turned to a regular grabber, that may fix it. But again, we'd like to test that if we can. But yeah, that was a long time lapse, guys. That was a 45-minute. Some of that was me, as you could see, just standing around in game while I was letting my dog out and whatnot. But yeah, it took about 45 minutes to just figure out how to plan that out. And I'd say it was definitely worth it. I think we came out with a good plan here. Maybe could have re-rolled for another metal table, but we can also just continue. We can do that in the future if we need to, because I think another metal table is going to be essential. We did move our trash can up one to try to corner grab the coffee better, but you could tell just then it does not work very well. You need a full block down there to have a nice corner grab. The way it is now, you kind of have to you have to grab the coffee before you get to all the way to the trash bin, all the way to the corner. So that definitely cost us a few precious seconds, unfortunately, as we have a sixth top waiting at a coffee table up top that couldn't sit down at that table. That's one of the things I'm always trying to look out for in my builds is those little few seconds that I can shave. Like, for instance, with the coffee machine down there. You know, just by moving a full block down there, maybe switching the ice cream and the trash can, that's just going to save you a few seconds. And if you could save a few seconds on an activity that you're doing, you know, or even a second on an activity that you're doing 12 times in a day, then that's gonna give you, you know, those 12-15 seconds, and then you add that up over several activities, and you've saved yourself a minute in which you can, you know, serve your guests faster, or, you know, focus on dishes, whatever. So that's one thing I'm always looking for in my builds, even if it's just a minor improvement that you can make. Go ahead and do that. You can see there with my tables being changed, I'm kind of confused by where people are sitting at which table, and kind of putting down the order for the wrong table down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just have to, you know, clutch in, focus in, and try to avoid those mistakes. As we do it again. That's okay. Just serve 2 tables at once. There you go. Boy, yeah, that... See, I've just lost 4 to 5 seconds on that one. Not good. Not good to have that on top of a day that's already going to be a struggle. Go ahead and use our purple flower there. I think that's a good call. Not sure why we don't grab the apple pie with that plate there. I think we didn't notice the apple pie. You can see we did replace the counter next to the sliced apples with a flower. So we do have one less place to put something down now, which just reduces the margin of error. But again, if we focus on, you know, delivering orders correctly and then managing our mistakes, then we should be fine without that counter. you guys haven't noticed by my movements, I do use keyboard, which I think a lot of people use controller in this game, but I don't have one for my PC, so I just use the keyboard. It seems to work pretty fine for me. I don't really have too many problems with it. I think actually the way our build is right now, it kind of helps me. You know, when I'm coming down the line, I can just point right for the pies and left for the customers, as we are about to lose the game because we can't see this guy's apple pie. Looks like mashed potatoes. That always confuses me, as I think apple pie look like mashed potatoes. But we fixed it. We fixed it. It was a little nervy. That was the first, like, you know, shaking bell I think I've seen in a minute. I mean, we're treading water, right? You know, we're surviving. We're floating right now. I'd say this is going all right. You know, we only had to use our one purple flower. It's not like we've had too many patience issues. But you don't really want to use anything but a purple flower except for in emergency cases, because it's just going to slow the whole thing down. You're going to have tables waiting too long. And being reduced to 3 coffee tables, we don't want anybody waiting. We want to get these tables in and out as quick as possible. Kind of got backed up there by not picking up the cheese board first. And our coffee tables are full. Could tell just by the speed at which we're moving at. Some of the fatigue looks like it's setting in for sure. These rounds just get so nervy, especially after we had to change to larger tables. I was having little itty bitty heart attacks every single second during these last 2 days. As we're still waiting for a 6 top to clear, we need these guys to not order dessert. Could you just not order dessert, please? That'd be great. Oh man, this table is already on shaking over here, and they ordered dessert. Oh no. This could be it. I mean, like, it seems like their timer just starts decreasing so slowly. Like, it hasn't really moved, and that really saves us, because that could have been it right there. Look, it's just barely moving. That timer looked like it had another 30 seconds, 45 seconds. But we're still struggling. We need more 6 tops. I mean, yeah. I need to be rolling for more metal tables every time. And stocking up blueprints. You can tell I have cabinets empty. That was definitely an error. Because if we're going to not make it, it's definitely going to be by not having enough 6 tops. Gotta have enough 6 tops. What can I say? It's a party destination here, you know? People like our pies. Party pies. Maybe we'll have to rename our restaurant to Party Pies. And wow, we just had a whole bunch of late after closing customers, and we have a wait at the door. No more. But we did have a wait at the door for a second. I think that was the first wait I've seen outside. We did not want to leave our awesome guests waiting in the rain. We might have made it, guys. I mean, we are at the end. We are at the end here. I think we made it. And we're backed up on dishes, though. Wow, that's awful. Yeah, we're going to need to use some flowers here. That's really backed up. Ooh, could barely get that flower in there. Yeah, that is definitely the crutch in the system, is the dishwashing. Gotta fix that for sure. Should be easy enough to add a third soaking sink, though. I'm not sure why I thought it was impossible earlier, but it's definitely doable. That appears to be overtime day 43 done and dusted. Not too bad. Not too bad, especially with the extra table, or the extra large tables being an issue. We did it. We did it. But we're going up to 162 customers tomorrow. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's like 11 more. That's 2 more 6 tops. You do not want those 2 extra 6 tops coming in at the wrong time. But yeah, we're going to go through another time lapse here, guys. So enjoy. All right, y'all, I'm back. And we did optimize just a few things there. We did move our our ice cream down to the bottom so we can grab our coffee better. And we moved around some stuff up here to allow us to fit 1 more flower pot. So that's pretty good. We've got 7 now up here. And that was just made possible by moving the cheese board full block over to the left near the plates, because you can't have a flower, you can't get by a flower pot and a full block when they're next to each other. So we move the trash can over there, and yeah, no, it just fits pretty nicely. Should be able to come down the line and grab the cheese board, apples, cheese, then the nuts pretty easily. So it might even be more efficient with the cheese boards as well. So, and we rolled 4 purple flowers, by the way, if you didn't notice. That's a savior right there. As you can see, as I mentioned before, the trick I just used for the dishwasher, we're definitely going to need to keep an eye on that, as backing up at the end of the day or the day before is not going to be possible today. We got to be tip-top today. I think the 4 purple flowers, though, are going to be crucial. I think those are going to come in handy this round. Just manually loading that thing now. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, we had downtime there while we're waiting for the 6 top to clear. Crucial if we get through this day to get another metal table. We should have close to $5,000 again to grab another metal table, so to roll for one. But we don't have blueprints loaded up, which is unfortunate. I think we are doing well with the dishwasher, though. I think better than last round for sure. We're keeping up on that. You can see our automatic dishwashing system is not even fully being used right now. Yeah, that's pretty quick with the cheese boards. Just boom, boom, boom. Should be loading the dishwasher, though. Should definitely be doing that. There we go. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. I thought about getting a black flower for these guys just because they ordered dessert when I didn't want them to. But you shouldn't waste one on just dessert. Make sure you use it on a full 6 top, and you know, before they order entree, before they get their entrees. Go ahead and decide to use another purple flower there. Doing pretty well. Halfway through overtime day 44. I do feel like this is way more efficient than it was last round, especially with the coffee and everything kind of being optimized a little bit more to the current setup. And you could tell a second ago I missed it, but when we put down that black flower, we broke our conveyor. And that middle one is, I'm kind of like panicking right now, as you can tell. I walked around with that for way too long. And we're about to lose the game here. We again put a purple flower on the conveyor, and you can see us trying to fix it here. But because of that grabber in front of it, it won't reset. Which I'm kind of like confused by right now. But at this point, we just have to serve this bottom table. So we go ahead and do that. But at the same time, in our back of our mind, we think our round is over. Like if our busing system is broken, it's done. It's done. And we just, compounding mistakes now at this point too. As we stand here, just kind of like defeated. But then I think about it for a second, and I'm like, oh wait, I can fix this. You just put a clean plate there to block the system, and then boom, you're good to go. But again, we're on the edge. We're on the edge still. Like, we've got to get this table a flower. It probably didn't need to be a purple flower, but, get them out of here at this point. That was, oh my gosh, that was so stressful. That was terrible. Oh boy, but we made it through that. We just got to clutch up, but again, we make mistakes. Oh man, that's what you call getting caught in the weeds. And here we make a big mistake because we grab an extra plate and we really don't have anywhere to put it down. We don't have anywhere to put it down. But we race over here and we're reminded that we can't put it down on top of the apple combiner. But we are still living on the edge. We're panicking. We're like, okay, let's get this table another flour. Panicking, guys. Panicking. But we're on stable ground. We just have to sling these pies out right now. Quit making mistakes. Which we can't seem to do at this point. Just gotta clutch up. That's it. Don't order dessert. Get out of here. That was probably the scariest moment of the round so far. Like, boy, I thought I was over there. I thought I was done. But after seeing it, the fix for that conveyor is pretty simple. And I should have realized it sooner. But you just get panicked and you get in the weeds and you can't think rationally. And that's definitely how rounds are lost. Here we have to get rid of these apples. Apples on a plate. Nobody eats apples on a plate except for little children. Nobody wants that. Cheese plates. We've got adults here. And we are trying to lose it again as we have two tables waiting outside. This table we can't even figure out the desserts for. Wow, look at this table outside. 5-10 seconds, we would have been done. We've got to get these desserts delivered. Again, the table outside is waiting. Woo! That was intense. The wait outside, though, continues. As do our mistakes. Inside. Oh, boy. Yeah, these rounds are getting insane. Alright, there we go. That was definitely one of those situations where I was kind of just like standing there. I was just seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I was kind of like resigned to the end. I was like, oh, here comes the end credits, you know, or the your restaurant is shut down scene. But we made it. We made it through that part, and it is the end of the day, so all we have left is closing time customers. Woo! That was intense. Nobody wants an apple pie. Get that out of here. Oh no, and a busload shows up? Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh boy. We've got to get these guys out of here. Alright, they're on dessert. Leave, leave, leave. Boy, what was that, the racquetball team this time? These busloads of people at the end of the day. As we've got to turn on our dishwashing machine. We're backed up. There you go. That's not good. We got a cheese board down here. We're kind of like lost a little bit, it looked like. There you go. Nope, you got to pick up the cheese board. I think that was almost another scuff. That would have been hard to fix. We'd have to throw that pie away and then put that plate down on the apples again. And now our trash can is full, it looks like. That's not good. Can't make any more mistakes now. That should be the last table, though. Just sat down. Last table of the Racquetball Club. Last table of overtime day 44. We try to go throw that pie away and we can't. Mild panic again. Boy, we need to pick up that cheese board. There you go. These last two tables not making it easy on us, are they? Desserts. Get out of here with your desserts. We've forgotten something on the bottom table. Veggie. There you go. Both of them want desserts. Oh man, we messed that up. We're just ready to get this day over with at this point. Oh no. Just one last scare for the end of the day there. And we made it. Look at me doing a little dance. Happy dance, happy dance. That's right, we made it. And it says we have 180 customers tomorrow? That's 18 more. That's too many. Oh man, that's too many. We made $1,471. So we do have some money to re-roll with. We need that extra metal table before we can start this next day. But we also need a break and a whole bunch of other things, because that was an intense 5-day slog there. But if you guys like that, please consider hitting a like and a subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Later, guys.